thy will, thy soul. These are all the means thou hast to carve thy path anew. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, Watching One.
Pawns are interdimensional travelers, and while they may call the rift, the space between worlds, home, it is far from safe. Hello crows and night crows alike, my name is Joe Mack, otherwise known as Sport Crow, and today, I'd like to talk about the Dragonsplague and how I think it will affect us personally. But first, let's talk about the Dragonsplague. What is it exactly? The Dragonsplague is a disease that pawns can catch during their travels through the rift. Instead of making them weak, the pawns actually gain in strength and they actually become smarter, and they're more capable of performing feats of incredible skill and strength. This not only affects their body, but it also affects their mind. And over time, the pawn becomes more bold in both their actions and mannerisms. And while there's no documentation about what happens at the climax of a Dragonsplague, it is said to bring about a, quote, devastating calamity. At first I thought these were just, corrupted pawns, like in the DLC Dark Arisen from the first game. In the DLC, you kind of venture off to a secluded island called Bitter Black Isle, where pawns are essentially trapped and masterless. If a pawn goes without a master for a prolonged amount of time, they essentially become insane and hostile. I'm thinking this is something similar, but this time it's an actual disease. So I have two working theories here. My first theory is that our personal pawn will become infected with this Dragonsplague, and that much of the game will be kind of based around trying to find a cure for this disease before it eventually comes to that devastating calamity I said before. And that's kind of my second theory, that if we fail to find a cure for this disease, then we will be seeing this devastating calamity firsthand. In the Dragon's Dogma 2 action trailer, we not only get to see an infected pawn up close, but we also get to see a dragon that is very different from the others. Theory number 3 here, I believe that devastating calamity is our pawn turning into that corrupted dragon, and then we are going to have to fight our once loyal companion to the death, essentially. But what's interesting about the Dragonsplague is that if you were to look at it through the pawn's eyes, it's not really a disease for you. You have improved strength and vitality, but beyond that, you have true free will, which is something a pawn never has. A pawn's life is spent trying to find a master, trying to find a will to follow. So to be broken from that, and to actually feel that, that's another thing. If they have a free will, does that mean that they feel things now? Like actually deeply, like they're not just mirroring the world around them, like they are actually feeling things, actually feeling their freedom, really experiencing the world around them? So trying to find a cure for our pawn, a cure is going to be kind of difficult. Not only are we going to have to wrestle with our pawn to try to prevent this calamity from occurring, but we also have to acknowledge the fact that by providing this cure, if there is one, is essentially stripping away what free will they have. We would essentially be taking away their free will and their discovered identity. Those are my theories anyway. Let me know down in the comments what you think. What do you make of this Dragonsplague? And if you have any theories of your own, be sure to let me know. Perhaps I'll make another part of this video, but mainly based on your theories. Until then though, be safe, be well, and as always, be kind. Bye-bye.